Just a couple of hours ago, Hirohei posted a video regarding a tweet from Jerica, local sports lesbian, posting a tweet on Twitter that was essentially a PSA confirming Samus has been trans this whole time. I'll link the video below. Before I give my opinion, I think it's fair to say all of us, in the Metroid fanbase, care about representation since she's the OG, the very first to represent, and it's what made Samus into a legend today. Now that is out of the way, Samus canonically is not a transgender. I can see why people think she might be a transgender due to an interview with the developers of Super Metroid in the Nintendo official guidebook for Super Metroid, specifically with developer Hirofumi Matsuoka. When asked if there was any secret about Samus that only he knew, Matsuoka's response was that Samus was actually a new half, which from what I can find, it is a Japanese slang for transgender. I can see that this could very well be the source of confusion, but Matsuoka was only ever a graphics designer for Metroid, and he only worked on the first 3 Metroid games. So in other words, Matsuoka was not in charge of the lore, and he was not involved with the Metroid franchise after Super Metroid. But I can 100% say Samus is indeed a biological female, with a couple of evidence. Let's go with the first one, which is from Yoshio Sakamoto, the one in charge of Metroid franchise since Super Metroid. He has confirmed that Samus is a female. Much later on, in another interview for Metroid Zero Mission, the interviewer asked Sakamoto if Metroid games could come over to the PlayStation 2, to which Sakamoto's response was that Samus is as likely to be a transgender as much as Metroid to come over to the PS2. It's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek response that kills 2 birds with 1 stone, but it's saying that Metroid is never coming to the PlayStation 2 and Samus is not a transgender. Now let's look into the games. Multiple games have shown Samus in flashbacks: Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid Fusion, and Metroid Dread. And there was even a Metroid manga that was released to hype up Zero Mission, which is Samus' origin story. All of the flashbacks shown are Samus to be a female. Finally, let's talk about fan favorite game.
Remember me?
Metroid Other M, specifically this scene.
Any objections, lady?
Depending on the version you play, for the English version, Samus said that it is something that she would usually find insulting, but not when Adam says it, as there was a deeper understanding and trust between the two, and it was a way of affirming Samus' humanity because, you know, Samus is a walking petri dish at this point. In the Japanese version, however, Samus hates it when she is being called a lady. She thinks it makes her look weak and fragile, and so that's why she kept giving the thumbs down. It was her rebelling. If she was a male transitioned to a female, I think Samus would have felt empowered by Adam instead as he acknowledged her gender, but both versions is not the case. And so I would say that it makes no sense if Samus is indeed a transgender. And that's it for this video. Until then, bye for now.